Can I tell you, I see this parenting dilemma over and over and over again. And I struggle with it sometimes too, but I think a good friend of mine gave me a perspective on it. Here's the dilemma I see. I see parents say, well, I can't tell my kids to do that because I didn't do that. Or I can't tell my kids not to do that because I did do that. And it's this dilemma of I can't be a guide if I have not been perfect in my footsteps, in my walk in life. And nothing could be further than the truth. My friend said, great friend, he said, Jonathan, always we have this job of being a sheepdog in life. And I said, what do you mean by being a sheepdog? He said, well, a sheepdog is kind of on the fringes. He said, you ever see a sheepdog? I said, yeah, I think a couple times total in my life. He said, a sheepdog might be on the fringes. They might be dirty. They might not be perfect. They might be noisy. They might sometimes be quiet, but sometimes be like, whoa, 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 whoa. They might not always communicate perfectly, but their job is to point towards. Their job is not to be the shepherd, to be the perfect one, to be the guru. Their job is to keep the sheep kind of staying within proximity and looking towards that shepherd, that good thing and that true thing. And as a parent, and this true in leadership, you're a CEO of a company, it doesn't matter, you founder of a company, we have to point towards, no matter what. We always have to be pointing towards for ourselves, but then also for the people around us. And as a parent, yeah, you got to be able to say, you know what, when I was 17, I did, let's say there's more than one thing I shouldn't have done. I wish I can't go back. Oh, I did a dumb thing or 2 or 5 or 20. But that doesn't mean my job is to tell you, you know what? You should just do the same thing. I mean, how foolish is that? Let's say when you were 18, let's say you got your first credit card and you just maxed it out. And then you kept this spiral of debt going and it multiplied and multiplied. And let's say when you were 25 or 30, you had a mountain, maybe mountains of debt. I mean, would you tell your kid like, look, I did it, so go ahead, get it. You know what you should do? No. But it's crazy because in some little pockets, we're afraid to point towards. Drives me crazy. You know, and like I said, I do it too. But point towards say, you know what? Yeah, but I want to help you see something that I maybe didn't see then. I want to help you see something that maybe I don't even completely see perfectly now, but I think that's better. That's more of a good path for us to try to take together, you to try to take right now, and me to try to take right now in my own context, in my own life. Don't be afraid to point towards.